All right, so today we're gonna review the AMD 7900 XTX. This is the most powerful card from the last generation. So for those who watched some of my previous videos, I recently upgraded to a 9070 XT from the newer generation. I wound up selling that card because I needed a little bit more VRAM, so this comes actually in 24 gigabytes. There's no equivalent of this in the new generation. AMD is now saying their next generation will have a higher end card like this one, but for now, this is probably the best value for 24 gigabyte of VRAM. I also got it for a really, really good price, and I could let you guys know how I did it. So you could see my Amazon order here. I actually wound up paying $541. There was a couple dollars off from using Amex offer, but the bulk of it was buying from the Amazon Resale, which used to be called Amazon Warehouse. This is a used like new. I think it says the condition here. They call it used mint. So this is like new, which is sometimes a crapshoot. So this is actually the second one that I ordered. The first one came in this box that said mismatch on it, which is already a very bad start. I actually installed it in the computer. I'll show it to you right now. It's actually inside of there running. So it's actually installed in the computer, but clearly not the 7900 XTX. It turned out to be a 6700 XT. So completely different card. So that's a crapshoot of ordering from Amazon Resale. This one, on the other hand, I haven't opened yet, but actually looks exactly like new. It's actually even sealed, so hopefully this is much better than the mismatch one that came over there. The other thing I'm going to say is, and this is something someone pointed out to me, and then I found some more information on Reddit. The initial versions of these cards had an issue where the thermal paste would leak out, or I think they call it pump out. But supposedly, if you email PowerColor, which their support has been actually phenomenal. So I actually emailed them about it, saying that I saw on Reddit that there was a pump out issue and it was corrected with PTM 7950. They responded right away saying, if you send me your serial number, we'll double check for you. Send the serial number, and they said this specific card actually has the fix. So if you're buying on Amazon Resale, or if you're buying used from anyone, you actually would definitely want to check to make sure that it's a newer version with that fix, because otherwise you could have issues. For me specifically, as you saw in the case over here, and this case is a Thermaltake Tower 600, I mount them vertically. So for vertical mounting, you'll actually have even more issues with thermal paste coming out if they use a thermal paste that has issues. So again, you just email them and they'll let you know if it has issues or not. And the good thing about Amazon Warehouse, that now called Amazon Resale, is it's pretty easy to return. So I'm just gonna take out the one I have installed now and send it back, and I'm gonna put this one in. So I'll open it with you guys here. So we'll see what it looks like, but hopefully this just already looks better coming in a box, and the box itself looks to be in great condition. Serial number is correct, the model number is correct, so hopefully the card inside is the correct model number, but we'll open it up and see. So let me get something to open it with. What's interesting is the other one they sent me, the incorrect one, the 6700 XT, actually looks very similar. It was also a Hellhound. I think this one's going to be physically a lot bigger. Let's see how we could open it. I want to open it without ripping anything, obviously. Oh, bad start. Trying to open it without ripping anything. Set the box aside. Already good start. So we have all the accessories here. This is the anti-sag attachments. Obviously, I'm mounting it vertically, so I'm not going to need these. I could set these aside. See if it's the correct model this time. It looks like it. It doesn't say the actual. No, it does. So over here in the corner, this one actually says the 7900 XTX. So that is correct. Open up and take a look. This is literally looks like it's in new condition, which is the experience I've had before with the Amazon resale, but you never know. Sometimes you get something great, sometimes you don't, but this looks like it's never been used, not a speck of dust on it. Even has the shield on the bottom, the PCIe slot shield. As the fans look great. This is the LED switch. I'll show you guys. You could, with the Hellhound, you could turn it off. You could do blue or you could do purple. Once I install it, I'll show you guys. And then it comes with a BIOS, which is either overclock or silent. That's the switch right over here. So if you push it up, it's in overclock mode. Otherwise, this is much, this looks much better than the first one they sent me, which was a complete disaster. But I'm going to pop this in and we'll compare it to the one they sent me originally, and then we'll check the performance of this thing. But so far, this looks great and amazing, amazing deal. Again, I still have Amazon on, but at the $550 price or whatever it comes out to, I think it's one of the best deals right now on video cards. And again, this deal is simply buying it from Amazon Warehouse, and they do 30% off sale probably once or every 2-3 months on Amazon resale. So it's literally waiting for those 30% off sales and becomes a phenomenal deal. All right. So I think we're ready to take the other one out. So I'm going to pause the video and remove the other video card and then resume it. I took the video card out. So this is the first one that they sent me. You could see is really, really very used. And it was used like new, obviously, but the fans look very used. And the biggest problem, of course, is on the back here. If you look closely, it says 6700 XT, right? Completely different model. So the box it came in, which said mismatch on it, didn't have any static bag or anything. It literally came like this in this box. So I'm going to ship it back to Amazon. The good thing about it is, of course, Amazon returns are super easy. They could even see by the color of the fans. I guess these two look similar considering they're completely different cards. So again, this one is the 6700. This is the 7900 XTX. Pretty similar in size too, surprisingly, even though this one obviously is much more powerful. All right, I'm going to plug this into the computer, and then we'll run some benchmarks tests on it and take a look at the delay. I forgot to show you guys actually in this one, not only was it obviously very used in the wrong model, but actually the middle fan light didn't work at all. So hopefully on this new one that they sent, it does. Looks sharper too. Looks nice. It definitely looks newer. Looks brand new if I had to guess. All right, we'll package this back up, and then we'll do some benchmark tests. All right, so I have the card in here now. It's actually a little trickier than I thought getting it in. So I don't know if you guys could tell, but it's actually a lot wider of a card, so it's a little tricky getting in there. It's also a lot heavier. The power switch, the PCIe connectors are all the way on the bottom here. And they were flipped from the way the other one was. So a little tricky, but we finally got everything in here. So let's power it up, see if it starts. Always a good sign. All the lights turned on, which was better than on the previous one where the middle fan wasn't spinning. These fans are a lot brighter too. So this is the switch that controls no light, purple, or blue. Really wish this was RGB setup where you could control the light yourself. instead of just having two predefined colors, especially in a high-end model like this. But they are very bright, the lights. Fans don't have to spin unless it gets hot, which is a nice feature. Good sign so far. Everything's turning on. Get the computer turned on. We'll run some benchmarks. All right. So that was a good sign. I think it did that before too with a new card, so I think that's fine. Seems like we're probably gonna have to reinstall the video card drivers, which isn't unusual. All right, so we're back in business here. I uninstalled and reinstalled the AMD drivers, which is probably something everyone should do when installing a new video card. I was kind of hoping that it's within the same AMD, not same generation, but I guess they're both AMD. I assumed the software would be okay, but no. I had to uninstall it, reinstall it, so it detects the card correctly now. So you could see it here, 7900 XTX. GPU temperature is 41 Celsius. CPU just booted up, so it's a little high, but I think the CPU temperature is going to settle down. Usually, this is 9900X. It should be about 50 Celsius, so it's going to settle down. Meantime, we're going to pull up the Nova bench. Hopefully this time it sees it correctly, so we're going to run that test. The temperature. All right, start benchmark test. While it's running, we could see the temperatures over here. So it's showing CPU's 100% utilization. So right now it's testing the CPU. The case I have, the Thermaltake's Tower 600, it's actually very, very good for temperatures, and with the amount of fans I have, it usually stays pretty low. So you could see with the CPU at 100%, it was oh, now it jumped a lot. But it's usually stays pretty cold. All right, switching to GPU testing. So now the GPU jumped to 100%. But right now it's drawing 364 watts of power, which is obviously a lot more than the video card I had before. Surprisingly, it's only 2 PCIe plugs, 8-pin each. I was expecting it'd be 3 for a high-end card like this, but it's actually only 2 plugs. Some of the newer 9070 XTs actually come with either 3 plugs or the new 16-pin. This is still the old school two connectors, 8-pin each. So it was a very easy upgrade for me. So 100% utilization, we were just at about 360 watts. GPU temperature is 60 Celsius, which is actually really good considering I don't even have the case closed right now, so it's not optimal airflow in there. But 361, 360 watts. CPU temperature is back down to 50s, 58, 59, which is very reasonable. GPU temperature back down to 40s, pretty quickly from stopping it. So this card, the Hellhound has definitely very good cooling. The higher end model, the Red Devil, actually is a little bit better cooling. The fan in the middle here is a little bit smaller, and the Red Devil, they're all the bigger size. I could show you the fans while it's running. The fan's now stopped. But as you could see, the middle fan here is smaller than the other two. On the Red Devil, they're all the bigger size, but still very, very good cooling on this card. I love how bright the lights are too. On the one that I'm going to be returning, they were barely turning on. Here, nice and bright. Again, I wish it was ARGB and you could control the colors on it. Wouldn't have been too expensive of a upgrade for PowerColor, but overall, they make really good cards. And this is, I think, the 3rd or 4th PowerColor card I bought from them. The test is almost done. And it is done. Let's see if we can zoom in for you guys. So the GPU score came in at 3,129, 250 frames per second for Direct 3D. For compute of 62,000 GFlops, and we could see how that compares. So before I was using just integrated graphics, which had a GPU score of 35. The card I just replaced, the 6700 XT, had a GPU score of 672. It was at 143 frames per second, direct 3D11. And then I have somewhere here, I have the 9070. The 9070 was 250 frames per second, GPU score of 2193. This one coming in at 3129 with 250 frames per second. And this card, as you guys saw at the beginning, actually cost me the same as the 9070. Of course, some will say 9070 is a better card, it's a newer card, but for me, with the VRAM and the raw power, this was the card to get. I'm going to run one more benchmark test for you guys at this starts up. Is it running? That one more time. Launching. There it goes. 3D Mark is a more popular, zoom this out, more popular testing software. So I'm gonna wind up running. I'm gonna run this for you guys as well, just so you get comparative metrics for anyone that's interested in the actual metrics. So this is running 3D Mark Steel Nomad. While it's running, I'm gonna leave open the temperatures here. And for those that don't know, these cards actually overclock really well as well. Oh, what happened? There it goes. So in that AMD software that I had open, actually is a lot of performance and overclocking options. These days, the latest graphic cards, you're really only squeezing out an extra 3, 4, 5% from overclocking and undervolting. But if anyone's interested in that kind of stuff, you could search on YouTube for the specific videos for it. This time, I'm not even hearing any buzzing noise from the fans. Out for you guys, so you could see the card spinning over there. All 3 fans are spinning. Don't hear any buzzing noise. While it's running the test, I'll take you guys back down the video card level. See it spinning there. And the fans don't even seem like they're on a high speed, to be honest. Big heavy card overall, and as you could see, it even sticks out from over here from this area. This case has the adapter that let me put the card sideways, which I really like, but it seems like it's kind of as big as you could fit, or as wide as you could fit an adapter. All right, so tests are done. Just get this up a little higher. In a little bit. It's good. So came in with a Steel Nomad score of 6,625. I don't really do a lot of gaming and don't really compare it much, so I don't know if this is good or bad. So you guys let me know in the comments down below. Let me know in the comments down below if that's a good score or a bad score. It averaged 66 frames per second. If it says anything else useful. Detailed monitoring. Yeah, so let me know if this is a good test or what it should look like. But overall, just from these early tests, I'm pretty happy with the card. The temperatures are staying low. The card's working. I got the correct card this time. So I really can't ask for much more. And again, this was, I think, $550. I think for $550, getting 24 gigabytes of VRAM and a high-end card like this is an amazing deal. And if anyone wants more details on how to buy it at this price, just comment down below again. Where's the screen? Down below. Comment down below. More than happy to help anyone try to get this at the same price and also get a good deal on it. All right, I think that is it. We'll do a final shot of the computer here. Any questions with any of the computer parts in here, just let me know. I just rebuilt this and put this all together. I had this in a different case and took the opportunity to upgrade some parts while I was at it. So if anyone's interested in any of the details here, just let me know.